Hi everybody, welcome back to Project Headquarters. Today the race car is going to get fresh oil change and new spark plugs. Alright, so one of the things that I do to keep this car running the best it can is an oil change, fresh plugs every 3 races. Got Mobile One 1550. And these NGKV power plugs, what we're going to be putting in this motor. There's the part number. We're not sponsored by any means by them. I just wanted to show you guys what we use. You hear from a bunch of different people saying that the motor they run or the oil they run is the greatest and blah, 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 blah. This is what we've run since the beginning, and it's what we're going to keep running. Okay, so I'm going to be diving under here, getting the oil starting to drain. I got my pan under there, and jack stand's already set up off camera because safety first. Alright, so stick around. I'm getting the oil drained, and while that's draining, I'll take you up top and get the plugs out. Alright, so oil's draining. While that's happening, I'm going to get plugs rolling here. So right out of the box, very first thing we do is I like to gap these plugs. I'll gap them at 0.35. So this gap tool has all the numbers on you, stick them in there. Right out of the box, they read about 40. So I want to tighten these up just a hair. Push that strap down a little bit. A little bit more. Check again with our tool. Nope. Right there. Yeah. Can't get it to focus. That's right on 35. So that's where we want it on. Get this old plug out of here. These 350s, just 5/8. Get it loose, get this plug spun out of here. These look pretty good. See the old plug, get the focus. There's the old plug, there's the new plug. Now, these plugs are still very usable. I'll put these back in the box and stick them in the trailer for backups. Like I said, I do these every 3 races, so I shouldn't see too much wear. Those look good, those look normal. Stick these back in the box. The other plugs, new plugs spun in here. I'll get you down here so you can see this. Okay, I'm going to try to do this one-handed. Right down there's a hole. There's spun in. the plug wire back on. You can do these however you want. I like doing one at a time. I forget the plug wires. So get the next one pulled out here. That's hard to do one-handed. Okay, and a lot of the same. That one's a little darker. Still look good. So, get the rest of these done, and we'll see you back here when it's time to fill her up. Four down, four to go. Okay, plugs are done. Oil's still draining a little bit, so I just want to bring you in here and show you a little housekeeping thing we do. You'll notice the coil is out of the distributor. I take the coil out, I wash the motor. First off, when I wash this car, I'll bag the breathers, bag the carburetor, bag the distributor, and I bag the starter. I've had so many problems with coils in this car, it's not even funny. You get water in there and they don't work, they start popping and banging, your car doesn't run. It's a nightmare. So what I started doing pretty recently, it took me way too long to figure this out. After I wash the car, it doesn't matter if I bag it or not. I pull the coil out, there's always water in the bottom of it, in the distributor. It always lays right down in there. So it's 4 screws. It's not like it's that big of a job. I just thought I'd bring you in here and show you that. Real simple to do. So if you're in a situation like I am and you're having popping issues and you wash your motor, check that. Tech Tip Tuesday. Okay, real quick while we're in here, we have to run these MSD rev boxes. It's an RPM limiter. We have to run, our class requires us to keep these at 6,000 RPM. So the motor can't rev over 6,000. I just keep it right up there on the dash. Out of reach of me. Takes these 2 little Zeus clips. There's a 1. There's a 2, and 1 little plug right there. Look at the bee. You stay out there, buddy. Okay, we're back over here at the bench, getting the filter ready. We run these Wix Racing 5106R, 61R racing filters. Like the Wix filters, they come with a sticker. Other oil filter brands, if you don't put a sticker in your box, do better. So we fill these up. Got my 1 quart here. Gonna pre-fill the filter. Pre-fill. Not wanting to go super crazy here. I want still some in this quart to put in the motor. A little bit more. This will probably take about a quart. Nope. Alright. Little tiny bit left in there. Filter's full. Take a paint pen. I always put the date on the filters. I mean, I change them every 3 races, so it doesn't really matter. But if we have an off week, I put the date on there so I remember when the last time did maintenance was. Today is the 17th. All right. New filter's on. All the plugs are in. Just breather off. Start filling her back up. That works. That right down the breather tube. I'll set you up here. We'll get the oil poured in this thing. We'll be good to go. Put what's left of that one that we filled the filter with in first. There's one. There's two. And here comes the big one. There's all of it. Alright, real quick, I want to bring you over here and show you this. Any of you looking for shop improvement ideas, I highly recommend you build this funnel bucket. My dad and I saw this on Facebook a while ago, and we had a lot of these Harbor Freight buckets. We found this base the buckets screw into at Walmart real cheap. You have to make sure you get the bucket with the lid. Take a hole saw, cut a couple holes in it, your funnels go down in there. We put a pig mat in the bottom of them, so you just throw your funnels in it, let them drain. If that pig mat gets pretty nasty, take it out, throw it away, and get you a new one. This is by far one of the best things we've built. Alright guys, just wanted to bring you in here. Most of you know that's a small block Chevy. The class we run is called Crate Sportsman Modified, so these are just sealed 350 Vortex, steel blocks, steel heads, nothing crazy. What I mean by sealed, little tag right there runs through the tube after the intake manifold bolts. That's a locked cable seal. I cannot get in this motor anything internal. There's one on the timing cover. There's some on the heads, on the oil pan, stuff like that. I can take the valve covers off. We are able to change valves. Or valve springs, I should say. But that's the motor we have to run. Pretty basic setup. Alright guys, well it's getting late. I'm going to call it a night. Got the oil changed in the motor. Got new plugs. And transmission fluid. One step closer to being ready to go racing this Saturday. Still got a lot left to do. I know it doesn't look like it, but man, there's a lot. So we'll keep plugging away at it. Tomorrow I'm going to do tires. Those all nice and sticky. So we'll see you tomorrow. Alright everybody, welcome back. Day 2. We're getting ready to do tires. Got a little bit of a late start today. So, yeah. Alright, there's all our tires. Me setting them up on our little makeshift tire machine here. Get them all buffed up. Good to go. Got our grinder, got our plastic. Get you guys set up over there and watch the magic. Alright, so I'm going to go a little different route here. Just put the nail head wheel on the grinder. I was using a 36 grit sanding pad. You'll see me wear a glove. A lot of people say you're not supposed to use a glove when you're using a grinder. Last week actually, I was using this wheel to do tires. I cut my hand up good. So, I'm going to be wearing a glove. Alright, got this tire all ground up. So what we're doing when we grind these is when we get heat in these tires, they glaze over. This is a tire straight off the track. Washed it. You see that glaze, how it's kind of gray looking? Nice black fresh rubber here. So when we grind tires, that's all we're trying to do is cut that glaze off of there so we have nice fresh rubber to start the race. Hey you, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe to see more Camaro, square body, and race car content. One more thing quick. For those of you who don't know, we cut sipes. Those are called sipes into these tires. That just deals with the heat. So you we have a hot knife, has little razor blades in it, cuts grooves in the tires. So when these tires heat up, if we get a caution, we're pacing, that'll help get the heat out of the tire. Got them in, pretty much all of them. That front's brand new. I'm not going to do anything to that. Clean it up real quick, wrap it. There's our right front. Alright, so now that we got these all ground, it's time to wrap them. This is just plastic wrap from Harbor Freight. So I get a lot of questions about why we wrap tires. If we're going to a dirt track, why are you wrapping your tires? Well, I spent all this time to grind these, make this all nice fresh rubber. On the way to the track or driving it through the driveway, if these get all scuffed up and crappy again, I just wasted a whole bunch of time. So we'll do 2 or 3, maybe 4 wraps of this. Just help protect the tires from wear in the shop or in the driveway when we're loading or whatever. Stretch it out over the tire, get the first wrap on here. And start pulling it tight. I usually don't count. I'll do probably 3 or 4. There's 2. There's 3. We'll go 4. Why not? Break that off. Take your pocket knife. There's a little groove right here at the edge of the tire where the tread and the sidewall come together. Put your knife in there, follow that the whole way around. Comes right off. Do the other side here. There you have it. One freshly wrapped tire. Grab my bottle of super secret tire prep. It's just water. Cleaning the sidewalls up a little bit. Wipe those down, wipe out the wheel. Get this off the roller. And that's that. Now we just got to do it 5 more times. Alright, we're losing daylight fast, but I want to bring you in and show you this. This is a brand new tire. Brand new right front. Still got the chalk marks on it. I'm not going to grind this. Now, I get a brand new set of tires. I just run them right the way they come. Get a couple heat cycles in them, and then we'll grind them. So, this is just going to be brush it off with my hand and rep it. Alright, there they are. I know it's hard to see. Tires are done. Alright, everybody. Well, that's going to do it for me in this episode of Project Headquarters. Got oil change. Spark plugs done on the race car. Got some tires done. One small step to get us ready to go racing Saturday. There's so much more stuff to do that I cannot possibly put in one video. It'd be 2 hours long. So if you're into the race car stuff, you want to see more race car content, please put it down below. Let me know. Lots of exciting stuff going on here. Dad put out a video. We got floors for the square body. Floors, inner and outer rockers. So if you're into the square body stuff, make sure you stay tuned for that. That's going to be happening very soon. Also on the Camaro, Missy got new wheels. Look at that. Shiny chrome. So that's going to be happening. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe this video. Any questions, comments, concerns, put it down below. Let us know what you think. Follow us on Facebook too. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's going to be going on. You'll get to see a lot with the race car, a lot with the square body and the Camaro. Everything we have going on. It's going to be like a little extra page. So make sure you guys look out for that. It's late. That has been a long couple days, but we'll keep plugging away, get this thing ready to go for Saturday. So, like always, remember, tell your friends, like, share, and subscribe. And remember, make it happen.